Okay, second piece of the night, second percussion ensemble, is going to be performed by the front ensemble class. And they are playing an arrangement of a really popular cartoon piece. It's the theme from Linus and Lucy. And this is arranged by Chris Crockwell. And we're just waiting on one more member, and we'll get started in 1 second.
So while they're changing, I got a couple of things I'm going to share with you. In 2011, around January, I think, there were over, through the process of the all-state band, that means region, district, everything else, there were over 60,000 students from across the state who began the audition process for these coveted positions. That's what's going on right now, and you'll hear some recognition of your students. Out of the 60,000 statewide, there's only 3% that actually realize the honor of achieving an all-state position. The summer, some time passes and these students get recognized a little bit, but there's not really any plaques or anything from Texas music educators until over the summer. I have those with me, and I thought I'd formally recognize these people with these certificates. The people who are part of the 3%, Tim On, would you come on up and receive a really cool certificate? Johnny Tyson, this is what you're going to come up for. Anna Wessels. One other student that made the All-State Band last year is Robert Hausman. He graduated. Is Robert Hausman possibly in the house? Yeah. He is. Hey, come on up, Bobby. We're almost ready. Little more information. This is interesting. This just came out from the College Board. The importance of class rank. And we all know about class rank and GPA and everything. Cedar Park is very rigorous, and it's such a difficult atmosphere to be the high top, 15%, 25%. I know because I've taught all over the state. I still remember a story from a student. I won't say where he came from, but he transferred in. And I remember him coming into one of our offices, throwing down his books, and he just said, where I came from, I was the top in my class, and here I'm just average. And I would just go, yeah, that's kind of what Cedar Park is. So great education going on here. With this College Board study, it said in 1993, 42% of admission counselors rated class rank as highly important. In 2012, only 22% felt it was highly important. Instead, FYI, admission counselors are looking for evidence of demonstrated student interest in a few areas. They're looking to see if the student is committed. So obviously, band is a great place, so feel great having your kids go through this program. They do more than a surface level check of transcripts and see kinds of things that they participate in.
Now at OfficeDepot.com. This label makes it easy to identify and sort all of your documents. Just click on screen to buy it today and take advantage of our special promotion. It's an essential part of any filing system. And they're simple to use for quick and easy labeling. So go make a depot time by clicking here for our great price.
I'd like to introduce someone. This is the cadet and concert band that is going to be conducted by two individuals. The first one is our student teacher that we were pleasured to have this semester from Texas Tech. He's actually a Leander High School graduate and then went on to Texas Tech and performed on the trombone and did his student teaching with here. Got a lot of experience and he's come a long way and he's going to be a fine band director. I'd like to introduce, and would you please welcome the cadet and concert band under the direction of Dustin Ludden. I'd like to go ahead, there's going to be a little bit of a transition here, but I'll let Mr. Van Doren do that. Let me please, and would you also welcome Mr. Van Doren to the stage to take over for the concert band?
Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's give these kids one more round of applause. That was awesome. We put that together as a full group in about an hour. They're fantastic. Do want to talk while they're all still up on stage here about region band stuff. For those of you that don't know, many of our winds and percussionists go through a process we call the region band process that is the path to become an all-stater that I know Mr. Wessel just described a little bit. In this group, we had a number of people audition for the region band. I would like to recognize them now. If you auditioned to be in the region band, would you please stand now if you participated in the audition? It's a privilege to go and represent our program at that audition, so thank you very much for all your hard work on that. For those of you that placed well enough to be a member of the district or region band, would you please remain standing? Everyone else, please be seated. Let's give these two guys a round of applause. Extremely uncommon for a member of this ensemble in particular to make the region band or the district band, so kudos to those two guys. They're doing just fantastic work. We will have a little bit of a transition here as we move the cadet band off stage and we kind of make the band small up here just for the concert band to perform their tune. So if you'd stay with us here for just a couple more minutes and we'll be right back with you.
Another interesting story. Paula Kreider is a retired professor of music at University of Texas, Austin. She's widely acclaimed all over the world, literally, as a clinician, helping musicians better themselves and band directors better themselves. And she says, I sat next to a headhunter for a major computer corporation while on a flight from Austin. Yay. He had just been on the University of Texas campus to interview students for positions in his company. I asked, what do you look for during an interview? His response, you might think this is crazy, but one of the first questions I ask is if they have a musical background. He went on to explain that while there were thousands of graduates who scored high on standardized tests and who were at the top of their class, many of these students lacked the single element necessary for success, imagination. Students who played in a band or orchestra, he said, not only tended to be disciplined, organized, and extremely punctual, but they also were highly creative individuals. Very interesting from Paula Kreider.
Now at OfficeDepot.com. This label makes it easy to identify and sort all of your documents. Just click on screen to buy it today and take advantage of our special promotion. It's an essential part of any filing system. And they're simple to use for quick and easy labeling. So go make a depot time by clicking here for our great price.
Hello. I'd like to take this opportunity in between bands to go ahead and extend some appreciation to who helps make this a great school. Are there any administrators in the house? And would you stand? I won't see you too well, the lights are in my eyes. I'll go ahead and start recognizing them. Great support throughout administration. Our principal, Barbara Spellman, assistant principals, Teresa Back, Fabian Garcia, Edwina Hayden, and Julie Robbie, and Dean of Instruction Jennifer Coleman. Our counseling staff has been great. Fine Arts Director Peter Warshaw, and Fine Arts Administrative Assistant Sheila Olenich, who moves mountains for us. Are there any middle school band staff in the house? I think they're all in Chicago, or at least I know Mr. San Luis is for the Midwest Convention, supporting Henry Middle School's trombone group and the middle school staff. So without these guys, we wouldn't have great players on the stage that we do. Getting us these guys and players, as Mr. San Luis, Mr. Barnsham has done. We very much appreciate them. Continue stalling? Yes. We do appreciate them. That's in my notes. I didn't make those. Continue to talk amongst yourselves. One thing that we're doing is the bands have been warming up in the band hall and the choir room so that we can have a little bit quicker transition. So although it may seem like it's taken a while, we're actually speeding the process up a lot. So once they get up here, we'll continue. Formally introducing the Symphonic Band under the direction of Mr. Bob Cresty. Please welcome the Symphonic Band.
now at OfficeDepot.com. This label makes it easy to identify and sort all of your documents. Just click on screen to buy it today and take advantage of our special promotion. So go with Office Depot and click here for our great price.
So, in the program, it says we're only playing one song, but we're going to play something else. You understand? It's short, don't worry. But before we get to that, just have a couple recognition things I would like to do for all. We have all of our students audition for the region band process in here, and if you're someone that was selected for either the district band, the region band, or the area band, please go ahead and stand up and be recognized. And if you were a member of the region band or area band, please remain standing. And then we also have a couple of students that made the all area band and will be auditioning again in January. If they can please remain standing. So we have one other little ditty that we're going to do here real quick. Because we love money around here and we love online voting and stuff like that. So we have just the thing for you. There's another contest that we're going to be partaking in that begins on December the 28th, and this is one that hopefully we will stand a reasonable chance at compared to the last thing. So I know some of you are like, we got to do this, we're just getting lower and lower, it's not going to work. But this one may be a lot better. Rack Room Shoes is promoting a contest that is only for for public school music programs, and it's only for those that submit a video of one of 5 different songs. So for those of you with video cameras out there, please come talk to me afterwards. But we basically just threw together a little arrangement of jingle bells that I did that we need to use to submit, and when I checked earlier today, there were only 45 entries in the contest, and 4 organizations win, and all 4 organizations win $15,000 plus a few other things, and it's strictly done by online voting. And if we're only talking competition of about maybe 50 or 60, I think we in the past have been able to do a pretty good job at this online voting thing. So I'll be sending out more information for you, but we have a little version of Jingle Bells we're going to throw together, so get those camcorders rolling and enjoy. Under the direction of Mr. Steve Wessels, please welcome the Cedar Park High School Honor Band.
This is a film set. What's real are the HTC One X and all the quotes about it from real experts. The best Android phone, hands down. But it's got even better. This is the new HTC One X Plus with a 67% faster processor and longer battery life.
Recognize our students who participated in the all-state process thus far. We still have a little bit more to go. If you participated in the all-region process and you made the district band or higher, would you stand up, please? Remain standing if you place region band or higher. Remain standing if you're region or higher. If you placed in the area position, remain standing if you're an area player. Stay there. And if you're a first chair player out of all this process, remain standing. They have a seat. Earlier in the year, they also participated in the region orchestra, all-state orchestra tryouts. If you were in the orchestra region, would you stand? You made it to the region level in the orchestra, would you stand? Remain standing if you placed in an area position from the orchestra. And one more, if you're a first chair player in the region orchestra, remain standing. or is someone going to talk? It's a little more uncomfortable over here.
Good evening. My name is Darlene Gwines. I'm the Cedar Park High School Band Booster President. This is Stephanie Crane. She's Vice President. You never really see us in the same room at the same time. Thank you for making it out tonight for our Winter Wonderland. At this time, I would like to call to the stage Mr. Wessels, Mr. Cresty, Mr. Van Doren, Mr. Chavez, and Mr. Rochek. First off, I would just like to say just how amazing the music has been tonight. I'm just in awe of what's going on. I feel like I should have paid a lot of money for a ticket. I did. On behalf of the entire Cedar Park High School Band Boosters, I'd like to show our appreciation to this Fab Five. I'm not sure where Andy is. Not only did the band have an awesome year sweeping their class at all 3 BOA contests, they placed 5th overall at BOA Super Regionals. This year also had those remember when moments, starting with Marchathon Thunderstorm, a soaking game at Gupton, and who could forget BOA Denton? Yes, it was a memorable year. Tonight we want to thank you for teaching our children the gift of music, encouraging them to realize their talents as they grow into young adults that they are. And with many miles traveled on Yellow Dogs, Coaches, and Big Green, we thank you for making the best decisions to keep our kids protected and bringing them home safely. Thank you. Thank you.
We've never done this on stage before, believe it or not. We always play the school song at football games and everything. We did a recording because we've never had a real good recording. We've never been in the environment to do that. The gym, if you don't know, is not a great auditorium. It's a gymnasium. Anyway, we're going to play the school song. We worked on it a little bit and used it for some fundamental concepts. And you might even hear some woodwinds that you've never heard before in the school song, like at marching band games. So here you go. You do not have to stand. We're doing this for a recording and for your pleasure. You may do that if you like. Thank you for coming to the concert this evening. We're going to close with a traditional sleigh ride. One thing we're going to do is be patient with us when we're all done. We're all going to get changed out of our uniforms and must stay here. All the chairs and stands, we're going to strike the stage completely. So if you didn't already get sweets, I don't know where we are with all that. Eat them or trade or something. But thank you again for coming to the concert this year. Your kids have been awesome. You've been awesome. We thank you so much for a very successful season. We look forward going into the concert season to taking it up another notch and being great like they usually are. Thank you again.